Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Chad Franzen giving an update here as we head into this Monday, which still has the severe weather potential for especially this evening into the overnight period, early Tuesday morning. But things are kind of waning at this point until we see what happens going into the afternoon. The more sunshine we get, that'll be one of those factors that does help increase our chance for some severe weather. And at this point, it still looks like this is going to be more of a Monday late night into early Tuesday morning time frame. So far for the month of May, temperatures have trended upward from Friday and Saturday, but downward again yesterday. We are going to have some very warm temperatures expected across the Badger State going into the rest of the afternoon. First alert weather day continues. We have shifted it more so for tonight and now adding on early Tuesday morning before daybreak. At this point, large hail is a possibility. The wind gusts over 60 miles per hour would be more of our severe weather criterion potential going into the late night hours tonight. And then we still could get some brief downpours at times as well. Again, we'll be watching the situation and providing updates all the way through the rest of today and tonight and overnight as we get into early Tuesday morning. Here's a look at 24 hours past rainfall totals. Most areas have picked up about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, slightly more than that toward Taylor and Clark counties. And the showers have left the area for this morning. And at this point, now looking at some sunshine breaking out across central Wisconsin. And again, the more sunshine we get, that does a lot of things. That will increase our chance for strong thunderstorms. It'll also allow the warm front to come farther northward for the afternoon, and that warm front is going to be a focus mechanism for some of these thunderstorms going into tonight. Meanwhile, a lot of sunshine has returned. Again, that's part of the issue we're going to see is the more sunshine we get, the better the chances for some very strong to severe thunderstorms on the way for tonight. Northwood Skycam, clouds are still hanging around across parts of the Northwoods going into lunch hour. But we will see, again, some better chances for stronger storms as we go into this evening and overnight tonight. Statewide temperatures, Superior 45, almost 70 already at central Wisconsin in Wausau and Point, and the mid-70s, Milwaukee and Kenosha. And with the dew points and humidity values on the climb for today, all these things combining to bring in a pretty good chance for some stronger thunderstorms late tonight and early Tuesday morning. This isn't quite what I would say air you can wear yet. You can certainly feel a little bit of that humidity out there with dew points in the low 60s. Warm front will continue to lift northward, and that's going to bring us, again, that chance for some stronger storms going into this evening. Look at what's happened across the upper Midwest. This morning, we started in the 40s in the Dakotas, 50s in central Wisconsin, and then some 60s and 70s. Chicago started at 74. And overall, as that little round of showers and storms exits southeastern Wisconsin, we have that warmer weather and sunshine returning just to our west, and that's going to help warm things up very quickly for today. In the upper Midwest, right now, this is right at the lunch hour. Detroit, Michigan is almost 86 this hour. Now, humidity values there starting to creep upward. Cold front right now that will bring in the strong storm threat for our region resides basically in eastern Minnesota right through western Iowa. So you can see the huge contrast in temperatures between International Falls and Minneapolis, and then between Minneapolis and Sioux Falls. That cold front will come through tonight. That is our triggering mechanism for some of these stronger to possibly severe thunderstorms going in late night hours tonight. And no shock here, temperatures are running about 20 degrees warmer compared to yesterday at this time, and only will trend upward from here on out. Departure from normal. Coming in behind this cold front will be some seasonably cool weather. Temperatures will be back struggling in the 50s and 60s for daytime highs Tuesday and especially Wednesday. And then overnight lows are going to start dropping back into the 30s and 40s. Cloud cover dependent right now. I don't anticipate we'll have much of a chance for frost for most of the area, but we'll be watching that closely, especially by Wednesday morning. So for the rest of the afternoon, again, cloudy and warm conditions. With a little more sunshine brings in the stronger storm potential going into tonight. A few thunderstorms around the Northwoods between 8 and 9 o'clock. I think almost everybody else will really hold off till the late night hours and into early tomorrow morning. And that strong to severe thunderstorm threat in the yellow shading there, that's your slight risk. As we mentioned earlier, this is going to be the potential for some very strong winds over 60 miles per hour. Maybe large hail up to 1.5 inches or so in diameter. And the tornadic threat does exist in far southwestern Wisconsin. In our region, it would be more so for about that Juneau County area And again, more of the issue would be with strong wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. That is our main severe weather threat for our region going into the rest of today. Now, tonight, showers and storms developing west to east across the region just before and during the midnight time frame. Those showers and storms will pack quite a punch in the overnight period and should be out of here tomorrow morning before daybreak as we see some much cooler weather on the way for the middle of this week. Excessive rainfall outlook. Wisconsin's in the marginal threat for today. This is the amount of rainfall it would take to get to our rivers, creeks, and everything else to bank full stage, meaning higher water. So there is a slight risk for that, or marginal risk, I should say, for that. If we got a couple inches of rainfall, we may see some of this be updated. But right now, again, this is just showing the potential for some brief downpours heading into tonight. Left over tomorrow, showers in the morning, cloudy and cooler conditions. Highs tomorrow in the upper 50s, the low 60s. And we kind of stay cool for the rest of this week. Suntastic weather does return Wednesday and Thursday. And again, depending on the cloud cover Wednesday morning, we could have a touch of frost outside of city limits in the Northwoods. Otherwise, another spotty shower chance arriving Friday. As the weather pattern seems very active across the upper Midwest. Jet stream that controls our weather pattern, kind of more of the zonal west-east across the region, and that keeps our chances for showers at times, not only today, tonight, into tomorrow morning, but again, Friday morning later on this week as we see that chance for showers return. Saturday and Sunday, the ridging builds back across the upper Midwest. That'll tap us into the warmer than normal conditions as we get into the end of the weekend, especially for the weekend and early next week. It's a bubble of higher, warmer temperatures on the way for the last part of May. Above normal temperatures expected. Temperatures are going to be above normal while precipitation will be at or maybe a little bit below normal for the end of the month. 7-day forecast. Again, we're looking at those chances for some showers and thunderstorms coming up and ending for tonight. Then as we get into the next several days, we'll be looking at some bigger changes on the way going into the end of this week. And again, this is an erroneous error on my part. I did not take off that first alert weather day. That is not issued for Thursday. So our big issues are with tonight. Thunderstorms on the way tonight. Download the latest First Alert weather app. That'll keep you abreast of the situation. Make sure your location services are enabled so it knows where to send. So if you travel with our weather app, it's always it's always tracking you. It knows where you're at, right? So if you are on the way and doing some traveling tonight, or you just want to make sure you're always getting the current warnings for your area, download the latest First Alert weather app. Make sure your location services are enabled on that. Again, severe weather threat tonight after dark and until early Tuesday morning. Then after that, we'll start to see some quieter conditions on the way. Thanks for logging on. Make sure you have a plan in place. Make sure you're talking with your loved ones. Again, the severe weather is anticipated for the late night hours tonight. It may arrive after midnight for many locations. So obviously that's a time frame where a lot of people are sleeping, or at least trying to sleep, as we have the thunderstorms rolling through. So make sure you have a plan in place, know where to go. First Alert weather app is a great alternative to a NOAA weather radio. You should have one of those as well, and make sure everything is tested and running for today, and especially that severe weather potential for tonight. At this point, there is actually a legit chance that this may be a complete bust in our area when it would come to the potential for severe weather. That doesn't mean we're not going to get thunderstorms. There is the potential, though, that we wouldn't have any real severe thunderstorm threat, which would be a great thing. But with all the heat that's pushing into the upper Midwest and a sharp cold front off to the west, until we get around to that event late tonight, it's hard to say that. So that's why, again, I hope it's a bust. I hope we don't get any severe weather. No meteorologist ever really wants severe weather. Trust me on that, even though you do see some people out there on social media enjoying what they're doing. That isn't what we would like to see. We would like to not have severe weather because of its implications on everyone involved. And obviously, we think back to just about a month ago, 31 days ago, the Ringgold tornado, Glandon, and the Kronenwetter areas all hit from that EF3. Thanks for logging on this Monday. Hope you're having yourselves an awesome, fabulous day. Stay tuned, as always, for more updates.